New Yorker, but instead of coming back to face your partner, you're gonna overturn it to skater's face line. So New Yorker, 1, 2, 3, and we're in skater's position facing line of dance. Trailing foot free. Progressive walks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, spot turn, lady overturn to face wall. So he's gonna do a regular spot turn. She's gonna spot turn 1 1/4, end up facing wall. 1, 2, 3. So we end up facing wall with a lead foot free. Peekaboo cucaracha twice. And then finish the chase, which never started in the first place. But that's okay. You know, it's a chase ending or a chase finish. Okay, end up on the lady's shoulder, she's gonna put her hand out. If he puts his hand down here on her waist, she'll go to skaters. Okay? So it's a New Yorker to skaters. It's the man's fault if the lady does it wrong. Okay? So you do your New Yorker, you turn to skaters, he puts his hand on her waist, and she's gonna put her hand there. And then you're ready for your progressive walks. Now we're gonna do underarm turn and lariat half. So you do your underarm turn, lariat half, face center, men face center, and fence line. So he's turning to face center as the ladies are doing their lariat. Rock apart, recover, step side to skaters. That's an easy one because you're already holding that hand. And then you're gonna wheel 1, 2, 3. Okay? Right, shall say the banjo. So you're in banjo, ladies are outside the man. He's gonna do a back, turn, side, close. Ladies, you're gonna do a maneuver, side, close. And you end up with a trailing foot free. So remember, 1 left turn is gonna end with the man facing reverse line of dance. And it's regular 1 left turn, ends up with a trailing foot free. The next thing you're gonna do is one of the phase 4 figures in here. It's called a hover corte. Okay? So he's gonna continue his left face rotation as he steps back. Ladies, step forward. And now he's gonna turn and step side and rise. Ladies, you're rotating. And he's gonna recover back, and the ladies are recovering forward, and we end up in banjo position with the man having a backwards flow. So that hover corte starts with a trailing foot free. It's approximately a half turn, okay, from wherever you start. So hover corte, back, back turn inside and rise, and recover back. And it's imperative that the man steps back on that last step. I have a lot of people not doing that, and then your body flow is going the wrong direction, okay? And when you do that back step, what makes it into a corte, you're taking that back step and kind of settling into that foot. And that little settling in action is the corte action, okay? Hover, second beat, you're hovering up and turning, so that's where it gets hover corte. So he's stepping back, side and rise, turning up, there's your hover, and here's your corte. As you step back, you're lowering into that foot on raised toes. That's the whisk, okay? So if we do a whisk, that's where you're gonna end, or you're gonna end here, depending on who you are, okay? So if we do a regular whisk, it's 1, 2, 3, and I fell over, sorry, 3, okay? So there we went into the whisk, okay? Now, we're gonna do a back whisk, which means the man is backing up to get into that whisk line, okay? So we're in banjo position, so he's gonna step back, ladies step forward outside of him. Now he's gonna step side and back, rising, and the ladies are gonna turn, and he's gonna bring his foot back, and the ladies are gonna bring their foot back into that whisk line. Okay? It is hard to do slow, I know that. So back whisk, 1, 2, 3.
And that's an automatic check?
Yes, automatic check, because then you're gonna go forward out of that. Fan the foot and bring it in and touch it next to the other foot. Okay. Contra body movement means you're moving your foot and your shoulder in opposite direction. That's contra body movement. Okay? So if you're stepping forward with your right foot, your right shoulder is going back and your left shoulder is going forward. That's contra body movement. So if you're going forward with your left foot, you're going to put your left foot or your left shoulder back and your right shoulder forward. So that's contra body movement. Okay? So on every word, he's going to do his contra check. And ladies, you're going to do your contra check backwards. Would you do a lead foot 3, please? Contra check here. Okay? It is a picture figure. Okay, it's what they call a picture figure. So men, you're going to check a lead, you're going to do a contra check. And you get a whole measure for it before you do something else. This one, close. Okay? So you're facing the wall, lead foot free, contra check, recover, close. 1, 2, 3. So you don't have a lot of time to really make that contra check a pretty contra check because it's quick. Okay? So contra check, recover, close. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So we do our trailing foot between her feet maneuver. 1, 2, 3. Impetus to semi. 1, 2, 3. Weave 3. So that means you're doing the first 3 steps of the weave, and that's going to end you in banjo position. 1, 2, 3. So you're in banjo position. Now the back hover telemark for the ladies is going to feel kind of like an impetus, except he's going to do a side and forward rise on the second step and then step out to semi. So he's not doing a heel turn. So he's stepping back, she's stepping forward. Now you're going to kind of go through closed position right here. He's going forward, in between her feet, rising up, and then we both step out to semi-closed diagonal line and center. Okay? So back hover telemark, 1, 2, 3. So you can do an impetus for a back hover telemark. It would work because it ends up in the same place. But the difference is the man doing that side and rise step in the middle instead of the heel turn. So it progresses more than the impetus does. Okay? So back hover telemark, 1, 2, 3. So it feels different, but it's kind of sort of the same. Turning left. okay? So if you do a weave, it's gonna go this way, and it's gonna keep turning that direction. So don't go part way and then turn the other direction. The weave, we do the weave 3, so it's 1, 2, 3. And you're gonna keep turning left face. He steps back, she steps outside of him. He steps back turning, she steps forward into him, and then he steps side and forward and she steps side and back. Voila, we're in banjo facing diagonal line and wall. So it turns 3/4 left face on the weave. Okay? So we usually start diagonal line and center, and you're going to end diagonal line and wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So once you get into that banjo position, stay there. Don't get out. Okay? Let's try it.